Hi, welcome to pensionandfitness.com. Today I'm going to talk about abdominal exercises, alright, to strengthen our core. The core is really important. If you remember, the last video you got was about getting down and getting up off the floor. Well, your abdominal muscles here, all of your core muscles, including the small ones at the back, are all important, and if you exercise them, you will be able to do that much easier. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do some exercises, and I'm going to show you how to do those. So the first exercise we're going to deal with is called the plank. So you need to get down onto the floor. Now you can get down onto the floor whichever way you're comfortable with. I'm going to do it this way for this, and I'm going to walk out to where I want to be, and then put the knees down, get the elbows down here, and then the legs go out. Now you can do this with them together, but it's better, I think, if they're slightly apart. And get to this position. Don't be like this, nice and flat. Make sure you engage your core muscles, your stomach, and then you hold this and try and build up to 30 seconds. Now, if you can't do 30 seconds, it's okay. You know, if you only do 10 seconds and collapse, okay, no problem. Next time, you'll try and do 11 or 12 or 13 and try and build up to 30 seconds. All right, and if you're doing this properly, you will feel it, I promise you, you will feel this. And you just hold it as long as you can. Use a stopwatch, and whatever you get to, when you have to give up, try and beat that the next time round. Once you reach the time that you're going to do, if it's 10, 12, 15 or 30 seconds, that's great. And once you reach 30 seconds, put your knees down and relax. Okay, so that's the first exercise. Now, you need to do that at least once a day. Okay, at least once a day. If you can do it 2 or 3 times, great. Core exercises for your abdominal muscles, you can do every single day. It's not like you have to have rest days in between. You can do them every day. So, the next exercise we're going to do, let me just get up, right, means you need to be seated on the floor and lying. So let me do that now. We get into the lying position. And the first exercise is a leg raise exercise. So what you're going to do is from here is raise your head up just slightly, not up high, just raise it slightly so as you feel yourself here. Try and bring your belly button down so that the small of your back hits the floor, and then raise your feet 6 inches off the ground and hold them there. And try and hold that for 30 seconds. So, once you do that, if you can't get 30 seconds, not a problem. Just every time you do it, try and build up until you can do it. And you should try and do this about 4 or 5 times. And it's hard if you've never done it before. And if you have extra weight here, it makes it even harder. But you can do it if you keep practicing, it will help you. Once you've done that, you can lower your legs and relax. Once your 30 seconds is up, and then obviously after a short rest, you can go back and do it again. And just hold it for your 30 seconds. Once your 30 seconds is up, put them down again and relax. For a few seconds. Now, that's 2 exercises. The third exercise is coming up now, and it's a windscreen push-up type of exercise. And what happens is, you bring your legs to here, again, take your stomach, belly button, push it down the way so the small of your back is on the floor. Get to this position so that your legs are like this and your 2 hands down the side. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll over till here touches this hand. Once it's touched that, come back to the middle, go to the other side. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Once you can do that, put your hands out a little further. Do it again. Only this time, go to touch your hands. If you put them out too far, bring them in just a little bit until you're comfortable that you can do that. And just roll it backwards and forwards, trying to keep your back as flat as you can on the ground. Now, once you can do that, and no problem, you can put your hands out and you can go all the way over to the side each time. And you want to do that 5 times, 5 each side, rest, and then do it again 4 or 5 times. Have a little rest, then we're going to do the next exercise. So, we've done 3 now. Now is exercise number 4, and number 4 is we're going to go back to this position. We're going to put our hands behind our head, and we're going to do a cycling motion. Now, when the legs are fully down this end, you can put them on the ground. As you get better, you can keep them off the ground and you can do the movement like this. But to start off with, put them down, let them rest. Just to start. Once you can do it successfully, don't put them on the floor, keep them up. And when the leg comes up to here, this elbow will come towards it, and then when it changes over, you go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you've done 5, rest for a few seconds, and then go on to do 2, 3, 4. Try and do that 5 times. If you only do twice, no problem. Build up, build up, build up. As ever, we're all different. None of us are the same. Some of you may be able to do all 5 sets just like that, and others can maybe only do 1 at a time. It just depends on where you're at, what age you are, and how fit you are, and how strong you are. So, there we go. That's 4. The next exercise is the final exercise. What we're going to do here is from here, we're going to bring our heels as close to the glutes as we can get them. Keep the knees and the legs straight up like this. Put your hands by your side and then raise your shoulders up so that you feel the tightness coming in here, into your abdominals. And then what you're going to do is you're going to touch your ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 each side. Rest, then come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to do 5 sets of that if you can. If you can only do 2 sets, not a problem. So once you've done that, you're finished from doing those, and sit up. And then, as I showed you, you can get up. And that's what you need to do. Now, you can do them every single day. You can roll out of bed in the morning, go to the toilet if you need to, and then do those first thing in the morning. You can do them after lunch, you can do them in the evening. But you should try and do those every single day. The core muscles, right, the core muscles support you. They will help you in getting up, getting down, and all movements, every single movement you do, arms, legs, nodding your head, the core muscles are involved. So they need to be strong, and you need that. So that when it comes to getting down on the floor and getting up, you can do that no problem if they ever test you. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Thank you very much on that. Underneath you should find somewhere where you can subscribe and give us a like if you want to, don't have to. And thank you very much. I'll see you at pensionandfitness.com.